Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel. So I'm going to be doing a love reading for you today. And this can also just be the general energies in you or the person's life that you're dealing with. Okay, so I'm getting both of you see this as something that could be long-term and emotionally fulfilling in the long term. Could be in a really harmonious place with this person. So you could be moving on from something. We have your card here, the Chariot. You could be moving on from something from your own past is what I'm getting from this, but it's also that you're moving forward emotionally and you're moving towards this emotional fulfillment. Like someone that you see a happy ending with. You're very hopeful about the situation. This person is too, is what I'm getting. Could have been a bit pessimistic in the past and you're moving on from that. You're moving towards a more optimistic mindset. You could be kind of deciding where to go with things. And you could just within yourself be feeling this emotional fulfillment. So you're moving towards a brighter future for yourself because you're realizing how to be content within yourself. But I'm getting there is some kind of decision that you are making. This could be in regards to work or in regards to a passion of yours or in regards to this person that you feel this emotional fulfillment from. Okay, so you could just not, you could have been in some energies of self-sabotage in the past, whatever that means to you. You could have been overworking yourself and you could have been willing to be overtired or overexhausting yourself, overexpending yourself in order to make a situation work, in order to obtain some sort of goal, whether it be with a person or just in your life. And you could be kind of thinking about that and thinking on how to move on from that. But I'm getting that you are moving on from that, but it's something that you are reflecting on. Just some sort of self-sabotage. And that doesn't necessarily have to be mental. I mean, that doesn't necessarily have to be something like physical. It could be something that was kind of below your awareness at some point is what I'm getting. Like you weren't fully aware that you were getting in your own way, but now you're recognizing that, and now that you're aware of how you were getting in your own way, you can decide how to move on. There really is someone who sees you as their life partner for sure. And you could be kind of trying to make up your mind about that, like they see you as the one, but you're like, do I want to be tied down? Is that what I need at this time? Or you see this person as the one and that's what they're debating. But yeah, you could just be sick of taking. You could be really happy at this time, or you're moving towards a lot happier times. But yeah, you could be just sick of like dealing with your own trash. Like you don't want to get in your own way anymore. And so there could have been a situation that in the past you were feeling like it was over, like there's nothing that you can do about it, but you're seeing it from a more positive, optimistic perspective now, whether it's because you learned a lesson from this situation and you're just taking the lesson as it is and accepting the situation for what it is, and that's how you're how you're being more optimistic and hopeful about things in your life generally. Or it could be that the situation has changed since you had felt this worry or regret about it. But you could have just been beating yourself up over some mistake or something that happened like a while ago. And it could have just stayed in your head. And you may have recognized, I don't need to keep worrying about this thing. It's somewhat useless for me to worry about this when I can just move on, move forward, and move towards brighter days, move towards happiness for myself. You could be having some vivid dreams. And if you're feeling happy with someone right now, if you're feeling happy about a situation within yourself, you could be worried that it's not real, like you are scared to be trusting of a situation. Sorry for the background noise. Like, you're scared to be trusting of a situation or your dreams or yourself right now because you're feeling happy. So you're like, is this happiness real? Is this happiness something that's long term? So, as I was saying, you could be worried that this happiness is kind of a fantasy, but what I'm getting is it's you just working on building your dream situation, your dream life for yourself, and you're moving towards this happiness intentionally. Like, you're putting work into yourself, and so you're just seeing the results of that. I'm getting that this happiness or this joy that you're feeling or are going to feel, it's grounded in reality. It's not just something that is like a fantasy or an illusion. Also, there could be some kind of information that you're going to be receiving in your dreams. So if you remember your dreams, then look out for that. And it could be in regards to money. Or it could be in regards to someone that you should not trust. Is a message for some people. If you have some dream about someone being shady. So yeah, you could be mending the relationship with yourself. I have this card, mending, and it's like there could have been something, there was some form of you just getting in your own way. And it was because perhaps of some mistake that you had made a long time ago. And now you're working on the relationship that you have with yourself. So that's a really good thing. This looks good. So yeah, I'm getting that you're not as naive as you once were. Like, you could have been a bit naive about some kind of situation. And now that you have more experience, you're not going to make the same mistakes that you had in the past. But you don't need to get worked up about this mistake. And it could be that in the past you were a bit closed off and scared to open up to people. So you could have recognized that and how that got in your way. You could also be mending a relationship with someone else, someone that you feel makes you happy. Yeah, you could have just been scared to express yourself, scared to express your needs to someone in the past, or that could have just been something that you struggled with in general in your life, properly expressing your emotions to someone else. But now you're stepping into this place of gratitude, I'm getting, and that's really going to move you towards happiness and fulfillment and towards a brighter future by recognizing the blessings that you have currently and not worrying too much about what went wrong. So I'm getting there's really like a shift in your mindset at this time. You could have felt like there is something that you were working on that didn't come to fruition. But now you're understanding why that is. like why things didn't work out. So like I said, you're not as naive anymore about the situation because something might have not worked out, but now you understand what you can do to make it work out next time. So yeah, I'm getting you're really not getting stuck. You're not letting yourself chime on the same issue in your head anymore that you may have been worried about or really focused on, like in a negative way for a while. I'm getting that you're really releasing some kind of negative mindset, some kind of regret that you just kept hurting over. So this is great. I'm happy to see that, Cancer. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope that you enjoy your day or night, and I hope that you are safe and that your family is safe and that you are doing well.